Welcome to the Comedy Warehouse Holiday Special. As a courtesy to the performers and your fellow audience members, we ask that you please mute all cell phones and communication devices during this performance. Failure to do so will result in your being punished. Oh, and it won't be the kind of punishment you expect either, but it will be extremely unpleasant, we know that for certain. Quite embarrassing as well. So please mute all cell phones and communication devices at this time. We see you when you're sleeping. We know when you're awake. Thank you. And now, it's the Comedy Warehouse Holiday Special!
Everybody make some noise! Happy New Year! Welcome to the Comedy Warehouse Holiday Special. We are thrilled that you're here because without you, the show you're about to see literally cannot take place. We're here at the Hollywood Studios, and like any great Hollywood production, we're all about collaboration. Meaning, from time to time, we'll come to you for suggestions on how to drive our show. So when we come to you, feel free to shout out anything at all, whatever comes to the tip of your tongue, top of your head, or wherever your words form. I must warn you, though, that you have chosen to vacation here at Walt Disney World, a place where certain words, phrases, and ideas simply cease to exist. You're the most magical place on earth. So let's try to keep it a family show. I can't do it alone. Please put your hands together for the rest of the cast of the Comedy Warehouse. We have Johnny, we have Lisa, we have Philip, and we have Mary. You, sir, what's your first name? John begins with J. Raise your hand if you know another word that begins with J. Hands up. We're going to do this a lot. Right there. You, sir. Jim. Okay. It's another name. Somebody put the word Jim into a short sentence. Someone back there. Raise your hand if you can do that. Right there, sir. I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Jim went to the ballpark.
Thank you. Jim went to the ballpark.
He
So you said?
did.
That happens to be our favorite poem.
Awesome.
A poem we're going to do now, we will never ever do again. A poem we like to call
Jim went to the ballpark.
Here we go.
No, it's over.
Here we go.
This is a story about a boy named Jim.
Who went to a ballpark.
The getting there was kind of tough.
He had bad eyes and he couldn't see in the dark.
And it was nighttime when Jim went.
He got on the wrong subway.
And found himself in a deserted station.
In the end of the day.
Heard a rat scramble by.
But nobody was around.
Only a few shadows that disappeared.
Little rats all over the ground.
Suddenly a man with a hood and a scythe.
Jim, come with me.
That's right, death was knocking on his door.
He took him down to Avenue D.
And showed him all of his dead friends.
Which was fun.
Jim said, I'm not ready, Death.
My life isn't done.
Prove to me you'd be of worth up there.
Do a good deed.
So Jim turned and saw a blind woman.
And gave her a carrot. She was in need.
That's right, Jim couldn't see, that's why he had one in his pocket.
But the carotene did well for the lady.
And soon her eyesight got better.
She could see and she met a man named Grady.
Death was impressed by this deed.
Took him back uptown.
Said thank you for the little spark you gave me.
Keep on motoring down.
By 15 minutes, he had arrived.
There it was, hark.
And that's the title of the poem.
He finally Jim went to the ballpark.
Oh yeah.
Jim went to the ballpark. Oh yeah.
Jim made it to the ballpark.
He made it. What an adventure he had. Hey, that was sort of scenic. We saw a little movie in our minds during that story. When you're making movies, you need so many elements, and we have the actors that for our next scene, we have Mary and John, but we are missing one thing.
Talent.
Besides, yes, well, a director. We need a director for this scene. That's you and me. Together, we will direct them throughout the scene. Occasionally, I'm going to yell, freeze! These guys will freeze, and we'll come to you to help maneuver the story around. But to get them started, Today is the first day of the new year. A lot of people have resolutions. What's maybe an odd New Year's resolution? A lot of people want to lose weight, get in shape. What's maybe a resolution that isn't? Yes. A pet llama. That's your resolution. You want? Oh well, it doesn't matter. I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to lay it on them. Somehow, this has to do with a pet llama.
All right, I'm taking off the blindfold. There. Pet llama.
Oh,
You've done it, Mary. You've met every animal in the world now.
That was the last animal
last
I needed
one.
to pet. I pet llama.
Do you feel different? You said you had to meet everyone. I know the boa constrictor was not a good experience, but you did great.
I still have 9 fingers left.
Yeah.
Jimmy,
It's so weird how it constricted around your little finger.
9 years you spent with me so that I could get to every animal and pet them. I can never thank you enough.
Well, it's time for me to leave. That's why that was our deal.
Freeze! Now, where is it that Jimmy came from and is going back to? How is he the one who's helped her these 9 years? What's his story? Yeah. He's going back to Tasmania. That's all we know.
It's time for me to go back. That wretched little island in Australia. It's not beautiful like New Zealand. It actually has real hobbits. I'll miss you, Mary.
There is something else I've been always wanting all my life besides petting every animal.
Well, that wasn't our deal, so
What's wrong with a second deal?
Well, I'm a completionist. Once I finish, I have to go home.
Well, how about one last toast before you go? Got a bottle of that
What?
Chianti that you bought me?
Yeah, we keep it on the shelf right above the llama. I'll get the glasses. They're down by the porcupine.
Freeze! Now, she's going to make this toast, but there's something special about her toast. What is it that helps progress our story about this toast? Yes. A good trip back to Tasmania. She's actually going to wish him well on his trip.
I didn't have an opener, so I made sure I got a bottle with a twist top. Oh, and you got the glasses.
Yeah.
There is something I have for you, an envelope.
Oh, that's great.
Just get that for you. It's right here.
Here you go. Mary, this is a card that says have a good trip back to Tasmania.
And inside the card are 2 round-trip tickets.
So I'm going back 4 times?
Freeze! Okay, so she's got this secret. She doesn't want to reveal it, but what is her secret? Yes, right here. She fell in love with him. And I think, don't you, that she should have an inner song monologue about this right now. Let's hear Mary sing about this.
I'm pausing, kind of like a comma. 'Cause I fell in love with you long before I pet my llama. How I wish our journey would never end. You'd become more to me than just a friend. And I wish that I could travel to Tasmania with you.
Freeze! Good, continue on with the scene.
Mary,
Did you actually hear those notes?
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right.
2 round trips for 2 people. So we're going to Tasmania, we're going to get my stuff and come back? Together?
I would like that.
Would you?
I
Because
would.
that's all I've ever wanted.
Are you serious?
From day one.
Oh my gosh!
Freeze! Yes, he actually loves her too. And how does he show his love in an unusual way? Maybe not the way you really normally expect. Yes, sir, with a hat. He takes her to Disney World. This is going to be our finale, and I think we liked the music aspect, didn't we? So let's have a grand finale, trip to Disney World in music.
when I saw your face. I felt that I was a disgrace without you, and now I want to take you there.
Where?
A place where people are cool and funny. A place that costs way, way too much money. Disney World, Disney World, the flag will unfurl.
At Disney World. Mickey,
Minnie,
Goofy,
I am the Disney Who here, raise your hand if you have a hobby that you think you're very good at, something you actually enjoy doing, you have a passion for, nothing made up. Raise your hand, anybody here have a hobby? I'm looking around. Up and do. Yes, you, sir. Oh, okay, what happened to your voice, sir? Okay, drawing. Wait, who's talking? I can't tell. Okay, you like drawing? Who else has a hobby? Yes, you. Juggling. All right, applaud for drawing. Applaud for juggling. Applaud for me. Oh, thank you. What is your name, sir? Nick, and do you actually, you like to juggle? All right, well, you know what? Applaud again, because Nick's coming up here. Let's hear Nick. Come on. Come on, Nick. Time is money. Tick-tock, Nick. Yeah, what's going to happen is actually this studio audience has now been replaced by a studio audience which you will comprise. This will make sense in a second. Of America's second favorite talk show entitled Up Your Alley. And today we're going up the alley of juggling. We're going to find out all about it. But I can't do that. I have to go backstage, so please put your hands together for the host of Up Your Alley. Make some noise!
Thank you very much. Thank you. Come on, up, please. You are embarrassing me. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Up Your Alley. My name is Miss Merry Christmas 2013. And since Christmas is over, as well as 2013, there's no more parades to ride, so I have this show called Up Your Alley, where today's topic is juggling. Woo! Yeah, you're going to be able to ask any question you've ever wanted to know about juggling, alrighty? But before we get started, there's a little tradition I like to do here on Up Your Alley. Whenever I say Up Your Alley, I want you to say ho, ho, ho. Can we do that? Welcome to Up Your Alley. Ho, ho, ho. I love it. Now give a big round of applause for our experts, because here they come. Alright, hello, you right here. Let's go ahead and meet them. What's your name?
My name is Nick.
Hi, Nick. And you're a juggler?
Yes, I am.
What do you juggle?
Well, I can juggle hacky sacks. However, my father learned how to do machetes.
Ooh, that's interesting and dangerous. All right, well, thanks for being here, Nick. I'm gonna call you Saint Nick, okay? All right, you in the middle, what's your name?
Hello, my name is Paul Eddington, and I run the International Museum of Juggling in Oxford.
Ooh, and your name is Paul?
Yes, Paul.
Like the Beatles?
Paul's Pills?
Beatles, the Beatles.
Oh, the Beatles.
Yeah, you're
No.
English, you talk weird. Okay, we're so glad you're here. And hi, you in the very end with the mustache. What's your name?
Hey, how you doing? My name's Dewey Cheatham. I'm a juggler of sorts. I get hired by companies to fix their finances, if you know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean, but I
juggle the
don't want
numbers.
to
I
question
juggle
you.
numbers.
No, I don't want to hear
I juggle
this.
numbers.
No, la 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 la, I'm not involved. All right, we're so glad you're all here on Up Your Alley.
Oh.
Excellent. All right, who's got a question? Raise your hand. Who's got one? Raise your hand. Oh, no, your mama put your hand down. You're a bad boy. Okay, what do you got? Yes, we are asking questions.
That was a
We
question.
are asking questions now.
What's your question? Why are we asking questions? Okay, somebody's been hitting it a little too hard. But you know what? I think that's a good. We'll kind of morph this question. Nick, why did you start juggling? Why? Ask why. Just why.
Well, you know, it's always good to know a party trick.
That's a great answer.
And in fact, at the International Museum of Juggling in Oxford, we talk about the origins of juggling, and originally it was, in fact, a party trick. Yes, but of course, back then it was for the jester or knave of the court to entertain the king, you say, and he would juggle a variety of objects.
Interesting.
I personally like the fact that this guy asked the question, hey, why do we ask questions? That's what we ask. Don't ask questions. Why do we ask questions? Hey, just shut up. Don't ask any questions.
Yeah, that's good. All right, who's got another question? We are asking questions at this point in case you didn't hear or are you drunk. All right, what's your question, ma'am? I love that question. What is the maximum number of items you can juggle? Nick.
I'd have to say 5.
5, okay.
And that's really quite an achievement because, of course, as everyone at the International Museum of Juggling knows, the world record for a number of items juggled is 6.
So close.
Yes.
Oh,
definitely.
wow. Keep working on it. How many items do you juggle, Dewey?
I've actually worked on 18 companies at the exact same time. 18 companies. 18 is my maximum so far. But that's, I can work the numbers good with 18. I said that about 4 different times the same way. See, we double speak, we double talk in my world, so you think you've heard a lot of information. You haven't really heard it, and I'm in charge.
I believe you. Now my producers just told me in my ear that we do have some items that we would like to see Nick juggle. Could you go ahead and come out here? Nick, we want you to juggle some things right here. Do you think you can?
Sure.
Okay. Don't hurt yourself because we're not going to pay for it. Party trick. All right, there you go. You win 2 chickens. Oh wait, you're gonna juggle. Oh, there's 3 of them. Oh snap. I got it. There you go. All right, that was wonderful.
That's a marvelous coincidence because, of course, one of the first items ever juggled was a hen's egg. Of course, if you dropped it, of course, there was a consequence. The egg would burst, and of course, in medieval times, eggs were usually rotten and filled with disease. So you know a bad juggler if everyone in the court died of smallpox.
Well, there you go. All right, who's got another question up your alley? Ho, ho, ho. I see a hand over here with a hat backwards. What special attire do you wear when you juggle? Nick, do you wear any kind of special attire?
Well, if the occasion's right, it's always good to have a tuxedo on.
Yes, a tuxedo is infinitely preferable to what people used to wear while juggling. I can tell you. The knave or jester of the court wear a motley wool, you see, multicolored wool, and a gay hat, not that way, a gay-colored hat, with tiny bells, and it really looked very, very stupid.
Yeah, and Dewey, do you wear a certain outfit when you are juggling?
Well, I do most of my work from home, sitting in my computer, you see. So, whatever I want, basically, I just wear my underwear.
Okay, let's stop talking about that because I don't want to have that image. It's getting close to dinner time. We have time for one more question. I saw your hand pick up. What do you got? What age did you start? Yes, what age did you start juggling? We're going to start with Nick and work our way down.
Well, from what the doctor said, I came out the womb ready to go.
Oh, there you go, smarty pants or smarty shorts. Look at that. That matches your leg right there. It's almost like a pant. Paul?
Yes, juggling, as I say, began during the dark ages when entertainment was hard to come by, except, of course, watching people die of plague, which could be very entertaining. But juggling, of course, any 3 items at all, hen's eggs to begin with, and then implements of war. You mentioned the machete. Of course, there were no machetes, it was a different continent, but there were knife jugglers and even children jugglers, very large Nordic gentlemen who later became Vikings, would take...
That is fascinating, Paul, but we don't have enough time. We got one more. When did you start your juggling?
From what my mom said, straight out of the womb. Boom!
Well, there you go. That's all the time we have on Up Your Alley. Johnny next.
Thank you so much for being on our show. Please watch your step as our helpful staff guide you back. Oh man, I'm getting the blues. I'm getting the blues because our show's almost over. But we do have time for one more thing. And what we would like to do, ladies and gentlemen, is solicit from you a time when things went wrong. That holiday story that you love to tell. Oh, you remember the time when any time things did not go as planned around the holiday season. Thank you, sir, for volunteering. What is your name, sir? Chris, what's your story? Oh, yes? Now, was there a specific time when it was a really bad scene? Cold, rainy day. Many years ago. What made this particular year the worst? I'm looking for a specific story of a time when things that was memorable, you know. Was this a one-off or? Oh, okay. What happened? The tree fell. Who knocked the tree over? Why did the tree fall? Uh-huh. On the dog? What kind of dog do you have? A little dog? What was the dog's name? Canvas? Kansas. The dog, named Kansas, was struck by a falling tree. Now, was one of your relatives to blame for this? Who? The uncle. What's the uncle's name? Fester? Are you lying? You have an uncle named Fester. Wow. Wow. Well, this is definitely a winner. Now, what... Sorry. He's off his meds. Oh, yes, we'll save that for later, shall we? Yeah, they really can't hear you. So what happened to the dog? Was the dog injured by the tree? Oh, okay. What was that? Uh-huh. With his chain on, he ran out the door, and he wrapped his own chain around a tree, and you found the poor animal 3 days later. I mean, he was fine, but he had trapped himself around a tree with his own chain. The dog named Kansas. Let's thank him for that story. That was a lovely story. Boy, when I think of a dog almost strangling himself after being assaulted by a Christmas tree, I get the blues. So we're going to sing a blues song about what happened to the poor dog Kansas, thanks to Uncle Fester that fateful Christmas Eve. And if this goes well, it's because we're just that good, ladies and gentlemen. And if this doesn't go well, we are the Voices of Liberty. Thank you very much for coming to Epcot. I'd really love to start, but I think Mary wants to.
Hey, this was your going away gift. Stick around after the show, we'll do it too. Not everyone gets that. Unless you can juggle a chicken. Where's Chris? What up, Chris? That poor dog, trees falls on him. That poor dog, tree falls on him, didn't know what to do. Didn't know what to do. Then he got tangled up in his own chain. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo. All I know, Chris, is I'm calling the ASPCA on you. That poor dog had a bad day. That poor dog had a bad day. But we're glad you're here to tell us he's okay.
Well, the story, it sounds kind of strange to me.
Sounds strange to me.
It didn't show that dog any mercy.
Any
It was
mercy.
Kansas, but it got beat up, so afterwards it looked like New Jersey.
Ah, that poor dog had a bad day.
Had a bad day.
That poor dog had a bad day. A real bad day.
I'm not sure what anyone does say.
I am Kansas. Woo-hoo!
There's woo-hoo.
I ran out. Skidoo.
Rhapsody.
You'd run away if Chris was your owner, too.
That poor dog had a bad day.
What? You like? What?
That poor dog had a bad day.
Wow, I'm going this way.
I was there when it happened. I was sleeping, taking a snore.
Take the
I
storm.
woke up when I heard the thump hit the floor.
Thump hit the floor.
Chris said, we don't have Kansas anymore.
Oh.
Everybody,
That poor dog had a bad day.
not that day.
That poor dog had a bad day. That poor dog.
And it's animal cruelty, what can you say?
Hello, everybody. Yep, I'm the tree.
I'm the tree.
Yeah, I fell on the dog. Me.
Me.
It was revenge for all the pee.
That poor dog had a bad day.
What do you think of me now?
That poor dog had a bad day.
I'm angry. Now I'll go away.
Oh yeah. Well, the story didn't work out. Nothing worked out fine. Worked out fine.
That's right, passing on down the line.
On down the line.
I really miss that dog of mine.
That poor dog had a bad day.
Come on, y'all, you can sing with us.
That poor dog had a bad day. This song brought to you by Frito-Lay. By Frito-Lay. This song brought to you by Frito-Lay. Oh yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the stars of the Comedy Warehouse. It's Lisa, Gunnar, Mary, John, and Ronnie.
Carl Stein. That's our show. It's time to go. We're so glad you were here. And we wish to all of you the happiest New Year. And we wish to all of you the happiest New Year.
Thanks for attending the Comedy Warehouse. Remember, the moving rubber line is traveling as fast as you are. Accounts and descriptions of Comedy Warehouse sketches may not be used without the express written consent of the Commissioner of Baseball. Member, FDIC. Some restrictions may apply. Void where prohibited. Discontinue if rash appears, except in Nebraska. Thank you.